there's an eerie silence that engulfs the tennis court. Then the MC introduces our gladiators. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. The words slice through the air, landing a decisive serve. Do you remember that day? The day they played their last match. But before that, did you know that tennis balls can kill? Hint, Scotland's King James I had something to do with it. But hold that thought, we'll come back to it later. And as always, if this video serves up some tennis joy, volley that like button and backhand a subscribe for more ace-worthy tennis content like this. It's a sun-drenched day in July 2019, a quintessential British summer's day. You know what that means, right? It's the Wimbledon semi-final, the day when the green grass of centre court turns into a gladiators arena. It's not just any day, my friend. It's the day when the titans of tennis, Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal, cross rackets for their 40th duel. It's the swan song of a rivalry that has had us on the edge of our seats for a decade and more. A few weeks before this day, Nadal, the Spanish matador, had outplayed Federer, our Swiss maestro, on the clay courts of Roland Garros. The tables were about to turn. Federer had something up his sleeve, and I promise you, it wasn't just his sweatband. Spoiler alert, this was to be their last dance together. Now, let's dive into the match that kept everyone's eyes glued to the screen, their heartbeats in sync with each rally, and their voices hoarse with cheering. It was more suspenseful than a Hitchcock movie. It was a tennis spectacle filled with breathtaking shots, strategic serves, and returns that would make Newton's law of motion take a holiday. This was the fourth time they faced off at Wimbledon, the first time since the heart-stopping 2008 final. Oh, that was a match for the ages, but that was history. And history was about to witness a chapter unlike anything it had seen before. So, what was the Swiss maestro up to, you ask? Federer, with the strategy of a chess grandmaster and the precision of a Swiss watch, chose to keep the rallies shorter, the strokes sharper. He decided to bring his A-game, his grass court magic, to the forefront. And Nadal? Oh, he was not there to simply make up the numbers. The fiery Spaniard was keen to rewrite his Wimbledon story to reach the final, a feat he last achieved in 2011. He brought his raw power and undying spirit to counter Federer's surgical precision. Both of them came to play. Both came to conquer. Federer's backhand, smoother than butter on a hot toast, and his forehand, more lethal than a sniper's shot, were at full display. Meanwhile, Nadal's bullish topspin and relentless aggression were the talk of the town. It was a contest of who could outwit the other, who could make the right move at the right time. Did Federer manage to avenge his Roland Garros loss? Did Nadal bulldoze his way to another victory? Patience, my friends, all will be revealed. As the match wore on, Federer, our Swiss hero, decided to shake things up a bit. He sat back, popping open a metaphorical bag of popcorn and handed the second set to Nadal on a silver platter. Some might say he was taking a breather, but we know better. Federer was loading up for a storm. When the third and fourth sets rolled around, Federer didn't just weather the storm, he became the storm, swirling, twirling, and finishing the match with a bang, all while winking at the tantalising 9th Wimbledon crown in the distance. Let's talk numbers for a second. Federer whipped up a buffet of 51 winners with a side dish of 27 unforced errors. Meanwhile, Nadal's plate held a more modest spread of 32 winners and 25 unforced errors. They both had a bite of the breakpoint pie twice. Federer took the first round, managing to keep his cool during a heart-thumping tie break and outdanced Nadal 7-3. But don't count Nadal out just yet. He broke it down in the second set, nabbing 5 straight games like he was collecting candy at a parade.
Game, second set.
But oh, The third set, folks. It was here Federer decided to break the dance off and bring a concert. Blasting 15 winners and missing just 2 beats, he danced and pranced his way through, broke Nadal in the 4th game, and breezed through the 9th game like he was walking in the park. Hold on to your hats for the 4th set, because this is where the fireworks started. Federer broke through Nadal's serve again in the 3rd game. Nadal, never one to back down, put up a hell of a fight, fending off a match point on his serve. Federer, serving for victory in the 10th game, stared down a break point, laughed in the face of danger, and on his 5th match point, he emerged triumphant to win the match. So there you have it, Federer and Nadal's epic final match, a grand culmination of a legendary rivalry. Clinking his glass to toast his 101st victory at the All England Club. This match was a high-stakes, no-holds-barred dance-off on the tennis court.
And these two magnificent champions.
It wasn't just a tennis match, it was a life lesson in resilience, sportsmanship, and mutual respect. Oh, and to answer the trivia question, let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, Scotland's King James I was a big fan of tennis, but it wasn't like the fancy version we see on TV today. Back then, they played with balls and rackets, but didn't have those speedy little helpers we call ball boys. And as it turned out, this missing piece of the tennis puzzle got him in a lot of trouble. King James's favourite place to play was at Blackfriars Monastery. Trouble was, this court had a stinky sewage drain right in the corner. Every time he whacked the ball too far, it would end up down that drain. This drove him bonkers. He was the king, right? So he did what any frustrated king would do. Ordered the drain to be sealed up. Well, little did he know that quick fix was about to bite him in the royal behind. A few days later, some bad guys broke into the castle looking to, well, kill the king. James thought fast and tried to make a run for it through the castle's drainage system. He planned to pop up on the tennis court and run for his life. But instead of finding a pile of lost tennis balls blocking his way, he smacked right into the sealed grate. Guess what? The bad guys caught up, and that was the end of King James. Now, you might think they'd add ball boys to the game right after that. I mean, if there had been a few kids around to pick up the balls, James wouldn't have had to seal the drain, right? But nope, they didn't make that change for a while. Guess it took more than one king getting bumped off to change the rules of tennis. And that, my friends, is game, set and match for this episode of Glam Slam Tennis. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action and what we have in store. Until next time, stay fabulous and ace those serves.